Archie Santana, coming from you live on the Crate, Option One Networks. Check this out. Listen, it's been some powerful things out here. Some powerful spirits out here this week. Going through a whole lot of trials and tribulations in life, being tried, tested. These things will come, but these things will surely pass. Nothing lasts in life, not even storms. All storms in life are not there to destroy you. Some storms are there to clear your path. You dig? Your man Archie Santana on another episode on The Crate. Today, man, I got a special guest, man, Jeffrey Searcy, also known as Black DYNOMITE. I'm gonna let Black DYNOMITE properly introduce himself, and where did that name come from, man? Tell me a little, talk to me.
Let me say this right. I'd like to say I appreciate for being on this show here. Very impressed. I'd like to say thank you again. My name is Jeffrey Searcy, aka Black DYNOMITE. I got Black DYNOMITE from being in the industry that I'm in the barber and the beauty industry. I'm a product developer for the barber and the beauty industry. I make explosive products. A lot of products that you all probably see in the industry. The chart line pencil, that gives that chart line that guys wear the product, that's the product that I created. Created the Charteria hot pick, created over 18 products in the barber and the beauty industry. Also, I wear that name Black DYNOMITE because I'm a roller skater, ATL, all day long.
There you go.
Born and raised, South Side, you know how we do it. Adamville, Boulder Park, kind of stayed there, Douglasville, Riverdale. So I represent all. Again, I'd like to say thank you for inviting me on the show, man. I appreciate it.
No question, man. No question. Where are you from?
Like I said, ATL, went to Douglas High School.
Born and raised.
Went to Morehouse, went to Atlanta Tech. So, yeah.
Okay, all right. So I'm saying you're in good shape. You know what I'm saying? I take that you're in great shape.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
looking at you, let's say about my age. We're going to keep it as that.
Yes,
about
sir.
my age. You look like you're in great shape, man. Is that what you do? Do you work out? Is
Yes,
anything that you give to people that's our age, you know what I'm saying, that can keep you in such great shape that you're able to skate the way that you do? Tell people something about the skating thing that you do.
Well, first I'd like to start off that wanted to say, striving for life. In order to have life in your life, you just have to understand what's the purpose in life.
Wow.
So a lot of times we're just alive. It's a difference between a purpose in life and just being alive.
Okay.
If you have what you want to see the best for you in the future, you have to start today. First thing you have to do is what you want best for you. To understand the best for you is to look in the mirror. If you see a drastic change in your appearance, you have to understand what's in you is going to come out of you. Okay. And so health is a big deal for me. I don't want to be caught up in some kind of disease, There's many diseases out there because the thing about we don't know how to properly eat. We don't know how to properly take care of ourselves. I'm not saying that I'm running on trying to be as best as I can be, but the thing about it, you want the best for yourself. So proper eating is everything. So proper eating is bring out good health.
So it's pretty much fair to say that that's a thought process. That's basically starts with the mind as far as, what you think of self is what you'll become.
Yes,
is
sir.
that fair to say? I heard you say something a minute ago as far as about pulling it inside, surviving tactics. My mom and my grandmother taught me how to survive, right? But they couldn't show me how to live. You understand? Because they didn't know how to live. They were just surviving. So, I totally agree with the mental state. I think that plays a great major part. So, I'm in total agreement. Another question for you, man. How do you feel about the process, the thought process of inner city you know what I'm saying, versus young black men that stays in the suburbs as far as information, today's relevant information? Do you feel like it's a fair chalk across the board?
Well, we'll say this right here. We're in a technology world, which we're dealing with social media, so it ain't so much the distance or the place that you live in. Okay. It's about putting yourself in a circle. And this circle will bring you out whatever condition that you're in. Okay. First, you have to understand what condition that you want to be in. And there's nothing spooky. If you want to be in a good condition, you bring it to you. You have to ask for it and you have to work for it.
Ask, you say ask for it. Are you talking about, you said social media, are you speaking as far as social media is concerned, as far as like digging for the information? Is the information properly out there, fair across the board? And, my take is that I don't feel as if the information is fairly due. As far as, I feel like your living conditions plays a major part. Your surrounding circumstances, whether it's the responsibilities of having to take care of siblings as your parents are going to work, or having to go to after school programs because you only come from a one-parent house. So there is a difference, and I'm trying to get a take just, is that a fair adjustment to say that inner city youth, are they given the same access to information as suburb youth?
We're going to go back to that question again, brother, when you asked me, is that the reason why I bring up social media in this platform, because again, is a wide view of it.
Okay.
The living standards of anything is that what you want the best for yourself is that you have to work hard for it. Now, the proper information is on social media. It depends what you're searching for, and you will find. Like I say, if you think it, if you ask for it, you will find it. So a lot of times the excuse, sometimes we can put ourselves in a position to where we can look at the world and seem like it's going on, but you kind of sit back. In order to sit back and just wait, it's gonna be spooky. Yeah. You have to be able to get up and want the best for yourself. So to that question is that not so much of the urban compared to the outer part of the city or the suburb area can be the same. Because one thing about it, we can have murder, we can have drugs infested in the hood, but it's the same thing in the suburb area. So it ain't so much of the place that you're in, it's the mind. If you understand the mind, then you can bring yourself out of the condition that you're in.
Okay, I totally agree. To some points of disagree, because of the fact of knowing that it's hard for a woman to teach a man how to be a man. Now, if I'm not properly thinking as a man, and I'm thinking just on male factors, because I have a shaft and testicles, and I'm over the age 25, and I can buy beer and wine and cigarettes, we know, or I have a child or two, that doesn't make us a man. Even if I'm taking care of the child financially, but I'm not able to pour into the child spiritually. The assessment, how do you feel about the spirituality of raising? Maybe that's a better way of saying that. Does that have a factor on the information I don't have time to take in information if I got to babysit. I don't have time to take in information if I have to work just as hard as my mom has to work. So the information is sort of limited when this balanced household, because of my living circumstances change, my time is able to be allotted a lot more different, because the struggle's not there. So there has to be some type of differentiation because of a living situation than from me having to be in a struggle versus having not to be in a struggle, if that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
How do you take that?
One thing I will say is, Graham, I am in the Nation of Islam, follow Minister Louis Farrakhan. One thing about it has taught us, in order to get our people, we have to go into the hood. One thing about I'm not scared of the hood, I'm not scared of my people. So that's gonna be the first thing I'm gonna do. Once I can go into the hood, then I can be able to allow them to understand that I come from the hood too as well. We have to see a product that come from a position that can't come out of that position. Because if you see the example, and you say, well, damn, if that brother do it, I can do it. So a lot of times we can't sit back and look for excuses, because the excuses won't make you move forward. But if you can see a brother or sister that come from out of the hood and the situation they're in, they're gonna be a testimony, because all of us is a testimony at some point in period of time. Okay. And so dealing with this right here is that the answer is there. It's how much you want to find the answer. So one thing about it, if you sit back and think that you're not getting the same justice, for some people that's another part of the side of the road or the street or the cemetery or the red light, because we are divided.
Exactly.
But the thing about it, we don't have to be divided. The reason why we're divided because someone put us in place. They put us in a position. So once you can recognize who put you in the position, then you have to understand, I have to get out of this position. So again, brother, is that good question that you asked, and the answer is there. We're dealing in this day and time, 2023, that we're more into an open freedom more than compared of the 70s and the 60s and the 50s because it's limited. But we have an unlimited source of information that we can find to come up with the answer that you're dealing with.
Okay, now you are I totally agree with you. To the point of to add on. Now, Elijah. Before his name was Elijah Muhammad, it was Elijah Poole.
Yes, sir.
Right? You had Drew, right?
Yes, sir.
So Fall bought the truth. Fall disputed the truth amongst Clarence, Elijah Poole, Grace L.
Yes.
Okay, so we gonna go there, okay? And then we have Fall Muhammad.
Yes.
All right? So he was able to infiltrate, so we both know the signs as far as that's concerned.
Yes, sir.
The difference is between then and there. The more information that was given to us, the more that it had our attention dispersed from what the true vision was from the beginning. This is why there's no respect or reverence for elders, parents, because we lost the true vision. You know, the true pinnacle of the household was our grandparents raised us. Even if they was in the same household, because the mom and father worked, the grandparents was in the house, but then they made senior living attractive. See, they had us, you know, it took away from the culture, the little bit of culture that we did have left in the household, because our forefathers were still in the household when our parents was, and then the next generation, it'll catch my kids, my mom would have raised them, and so on and so forth. The village was still tight, right? But when we lost hold of the new vision because of information, the gift and the curse. See, that phone is a beast. That you know, I know people tell, oh, you slow, or you whoop the whoop. I'm okay. I still made it there, and I'm still standing. You understand? So the phone, I have the information of the day, I have a different take on that. Because without discipline, too much of anything, man, is not good for you. You know, far years ago, if you can't see me for who I am, if I gotta tell you who I am, then you don't know me. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So, you know, this is a beautiful segment, man, because, you know, this is relevant conversation here, right? What is your take on modern day religion? What's your take on modern day religion?
My take on modern day religion can be a distraction. For one thing, the lack of the black economics or the black people is the lack of true knowledge, not religion. For one thing, when you can be able to see yourself bigger than what you think you are, then you can go outside of the religion. First is that when you love yourself, you got to understand who you are. Purpose is everything. To have a purpose in life would bring the best out of you. Wow. One thing about understanding of religion in the past was to put you in a group. One thing about black people, we are in so many groups until what happened is that we get away from the real purpose for who we are.
Separation.
So we deal with so many separation and groups to where we get grouped in, and you have a list of titles that you are. It's not the title that makes you; it's what you already are.
So I'm sorry. So once you have a title, you said, does people feel like sometimes they gotta live up to the titles that they have taken?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So give me
because see, the titles a lot of time make feel like you bigger than the next man.
Wow.
So one thing you have to understand: remove the title. If you remove the title, then you can see your brother just like you see yourself.
I like that.
And one thing about that is that when I can see you like me, then I'm gonna be able to shake your hand with love. And I'm looking in your face and say, man, I love you, brother. See, that's what life is all about. Once you can understand and look a man in his eye, not looking in his eye that you want to kill him, but look in his eye and tell him that I love you. But in order to have that is to look in the mirror for yourself and say, man, I love myself.
Okay, question.
Yes, sir, brother.
Oh, that's great. That's beautiful. Love. You mentioned the word love a few times. Love. How do you take love? What is love to you? What is it? Can it be explainable? Is it something that you can you obtain? Can you really grasp the reality of what love is? Tell me and give me 10 words or less what love is. I'm gonna give you this floor back. Just give me 10 words or less. Explain what love is.
I'm being honest with you, it's kind of hard to explain 10 words to explain love, but I will say time will reveal the love. Because one thing about the love that we think is emotional. It's not the emotional, it's the part that what you would do for others. It's the sacrifice what you would do for others.
Mm-hmm.
And see, the thing about it is it's easy to say what come out of your mouth, but it's the action that's going to tell. One thing about it, in order to get the real true love, first, as a man, is to love the black woman. When you can put that black woman on the highest stage, because you got to understand, when that black woman is loved, then she can produce the better in you. See, that's one thing what love is about, is putting a person in the proper perspective and see the blooming of it, then you can see the root of everything. Because the black woman is the queen of the planet, and she's the god of the universe, because if there's no black woman, then there's no black man and black children. So one thing about love is to put the person in the proper space, then everything is going to bloom, and you're going to see how love is going to just grow and changes.
Okay, so, all right, so you saying love, I'm going to take, to sum it up, is a place of harmony.
Yeah.
It's a place of no confusion.
Yes.
If I had to place love, a word, I would place agape. Agape meaning not to be understood.
Yes.
I don't understand why I love you the way I love you. I don't understand the way I feel the way I feel. I want to give you an opportunity right now to be first on this part of my segment. Apologizing Mondays. Is there anybody, if you had a chance right now to, whether dead, gone, whether still living, whether friendship sweetheart, a young sweetheart, old brother, a brother, whomever, if you had an opportunity right now in front of the whole world to take this burden off your heart to apologize, who would it be? And here's your chance.
I know we're kind of all over the place, but that's a good question that you asked. The first thing you want to say, I apologize for my lackness of me. One thing about it, we always want the best out of life, but if you're not making the changes, what you're going to be doing, you're going to keep saying that I'm sorry to someone that you love. See, in order to understand that and to apologize to someone that you love is to see that the lack that you dealing with yourself. So apologize to you first. Say, I'm sorry. By looking, sometimes you need to look in the mirror so you won't feel like you're talking to yourself. Say, you know what, brother? Look at yourself in the mirror. Say, man, I apologize, man, for what I'm lacking in. I want to achieve more, but I keep coming up with excuses because I'm not putting the action into it. So again, first always apologize to yourself and make a move from that. Once you make a move from that, I guarantee you can start seeing other people that can just apologize, and you'll be truthful about it, because if you're true to yourself, you'll be true to the person who you're apologizing to.
So is it fair to say that to apologize first, you first must have the understanding of forgiveness?
Yes, sir.
Which it's brother and sister. So I'm taking that you've just made an open apology to yourself.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's powerful, because as a person of your stature mentally, and I do respect your mind.
Yes, sir.
I want to take time out to let you know, Mr. Searcy, I really respect your mind.
Thank you, brother.
This is something I feel like is not done enough. We have a lot of information, and we don't use the platforms properly.
Yes.
You know, this is I take this very serious. I take your time very serious. I want you to understand that I understand about time.
Thank you, brother.
You know, I respect you because I respect your time.
Yes, sir.
You know, I try to be an on-time guy because I want to be respected as being an on-time guy.
Yes, sir.
You can always count on that.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
You've been a great person, man. You have a beautiful story, man, a beautiful testimony. You know, I want to get more into, before ending, I want to get more into your business, what you got going on. I'm going to give you an opportunity, man, to give a display of what you got going on. I see that you have a DYNOMITE. Listen, I'm going to introduce you right now to my man's Kosher Wave Brush. Ride 'em waves. And check this out, with no pig. Go ahead, tell me about it, man.
Well, brother, I'm a product developer for the barber and the beauty industry there, and wanted to bring healthy things. You know, for some of us who strive to eat healthy, that's the eating part. But a lot of times we have to understand what's in it will come out.
Wow.
So let's deal with the health inside and let's deal with the health on the outside. Created over products, like I say, 18 products. One of the products here that I have posted is the Kosher Wave Brush. Also created a plant-based hairbrush as well. Dealing with the Kosher Wave Brush was dealing with the normal traditional brush that's made out of the boar, which is dead pig hair. For some, you know, who may eat pork or whatever like that, but you know, I'm dealing with health again. If you're in the right frame of mind, you're always striving for better health. So dealing with a product, the Kosher Wave Brush was, again, it's made from a plant-based, made from the agave. The agave is the same thing that they can make syrup out of. They use the agave plant to make tequila out of. So I made the agave plant bristles to make a hairbrush for a traditional understanding, to be able to work the hair and the scalp to stimulate the blood to produce the natural oil out of the hair to where you can have those waves. So that's one of the products that I have there.
Wow, that's wonderful. How long have you been together as far as a company? Is it privately owned? Can somebody get in as far as, can somebody partnership? Are you looking for investors? You know, tell the people something about it.
Yes, sir. Again, created my first product was in 1995. I am a barber, master barber as well. So I've been cutting hair since 1989, and produced the first product in 1995, which was a product called the cord detanglers. A lot of barbers and hairstylists have problems dealing with their tools tangling and twisting it up, the cords and the electric cord from tangling and twisting it up. I created a product called the cord detanglers, and it's a twisted cord that you put on your cord to keep your cord stabilized so it won't twist and turn. And the reason why is that because if your cord twists and turn, what happens, you may get a shortage in your blow dryer or your curling irons or your clippers. You really not understanding why you have a shortage in it. So we created a product called the cord detanglers.
Do you still have that patent on that? Do you still own that? Can somebody still order that? Tell the people where they can get it at, your website, or whatever the case is, and the other products that you have as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. The website is Shawty, SHAWTY, Red, REDINC.com, ShawtyRedInc.com. This product that you can be able to find all of the products on this website. I'm on Amazon as well. I'm on eBay as well. I sell to all of the barber and the beauty supply store across the United States, also in Europe as well. So you can find us there. It is a product that I created, and again, thank you, and please support.
Listen, this is a black, middle-aged businessman, an entrepreneur. Let's stop talking, people. Let's stop talking that big Willie talk. Let's stop talking that Black Lives Matter type stuff. When Black Lives Matter is when you financially support Black lives. That's when things start to matter. Because what we're doing right now, we're doing a terrible job. You know, we support everything else, you know what I'm saying? Every beauty supply store that I know is owned by an Asian. I'm sorry, I don't have nothing against Asians. That's not what I'm speaking about here. But right now, I'm talking about supporting our own black businesses. So the next time you think about Black Lives Matter, there's people that's still living, that's black. Support.
I'd like to add with that what the brother's saying. You have to look in your normal day of life on spending habits. One thing is it's unconscious to go to Walmart. You don't have to think to go to Walmart, you just go. But the thing about it, you want to think about black people and their business. Make that conscious. Every day if you're going to spend out, make sure 1 to 2 or 3 black businesses are in that spending habit a day. That's how you learn to be able to give back, because it's so easy to talk about everybody else's products. We always brag about the belt that we wear, the Louis Vuitton belt. You talking about people that don't give a damn about you. And we brag about our shoes. Yes, I wear these shoes and things like that, but I have to be conscious of what do I do. But I want to make sure that if it's a black business, have the shoes, then I'm going there. If there's a black barbershop, I'm going there. If there's a black shoe repair, I'm going there. Whatever you can think that black folk has, find it. A lot of these people have websites, so it's not easy not to find them. It's easy to find them if you really want to look for them. So we need to stop, again, running our mouth on by how we spend exploring Caucasian stuff. I'm gonna say it again, Caucasian stuff. We do everything about it. We buy their cars, their liquor, cigarette, every damn thing that we do. We support them more. They don't give a damn about supporting us, and we brag about more with them. So again, make sure that's conscious in your head to understand who you supporting. So don't go in black business and say, oh man, they don't have this, oh man, they ought to catch up. Damn it, stop complaining about our people, man, and help our people. Sometimes you have to put them to the side. First thing is always giving an encouragement before you go to the problem to say what the issue is. If I go to a restaurant and the food ain't good, first thing I can tell the brother, say, you know what, my man, I had this fried chicken last week. It was super good, but it's not kind of on point today. But I love coming here. Always give a compliment. Then if you give a compliment, then you can allow the person who you're speaking to, and then they're allowed to listen. So that's one thing I want to make sure that we understand is that when we're dealing with our black business, a lot of times, check out the environment. Sometimes you can't compete with Caucasian in their large scale of their business. So if a black business is a small business, damn it, help them grow so you can be able to say, I'm giving back.
That was a powerful demonstration that you put down just now. As far as, I don't want anyone to take my platform the wrong way as if I'm advocating division. However, I'm saying before I can help anyone build a house, I can first make sure that my bricks for my house is first built. I cannot give my bricks away as I'm still building my house. And my house, it is my responsibility as a black man, as a black father, is to make sure I take care of home first, is what I'm saying. Let's start taking care of home first and stop being so ready to go outside to impress other people. That's all I'm saying. Listen, man, it's been great, man. Look, Mr. Jeff, Dynamite, look, y'all tap in, y'all see what's going on. Let the people know where they can catch you skating at real quick. Are you still skating currently?
Yes, sir. One thing about me, man, I love roller skating. I've been doing that since the 70s. And that's my stress release. One thing about us, we got to have a place or a thing to do to be stressed, to get over stress. And I love roller skating, so I go on Sunday night.
Where do you go? Tell me where you go.
I go to Sparkers on Sunday night, and then I go to Sparkers on Tuesday night. So you want to catch me in my action, that's me, Black Dynamite. I blow up the floor.
Black Dynamite, man. Catch him on, again, Tuesdays and what?
Tuesdays and Sunday at Sparkles.
Sparkles, man. So listen, Sparkles, I need a check. All right, listen, we out of here. Till the next time, on the crate, Archie Santana, my man, Black Dynamite. Love you.
Produce the Barber Magic pencil. This is the chalk line pencil that a lot of guys wearing for sharp edges, sharp beard. This is the product, Barber Magic pencil. There's another product that's created, is the kosher wave brush, made from the agave. Look at the craftsmanship in it. It's not just a brush, it's the craftsmanship in it. dealing with the palm brushes, a lot of times people are left-handed or right-handed. So for people who are right-handed, you grip it like this. If you're from left-handed, you grip it like this. But what it's gonna do is, man, it's gonna pour the waves out, man. You're gonna get seasick. Also, we have a plant-based hairbrush made from the bamboo bristles. This is a unit set. We have the massage pins in them. And this is a conditioner spray for beards and hair for growth. Also, we have the big boy and the kosher wave brush with the handles for people who are traditional using the handle. The big boy, right side, left side of the brush. Got the curve in it. These them waves, man, like you say, make it seem like you're on a cruise ship.
Nah, for real. I'm a witness.